The Knicks able to win the opening tip, and we're underway here at Madison Square Garden. Here comes the screen. Jumper's good.
Man, he's got the defender out there tap dancing like that on national TV. That's not a good sign.
Bulls with it. To Chris Dunn. Here comes the screen. Dunn. Oh, he had him there for a second. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
To Julius Randle. Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way.
Pick up that sense of urgency. Here's a chance to break the tie.
To Chris Dunn. Here's a chance from long range. Can't get the bounce. Smith into the front court. He'll run the offense. To Gortat. Off the assist.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Add 2 points to the board.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Dennis Smith Jr. 2 for 2. That's what you want.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Free throw up and good. And the three-point play puts them up early in this one. Possession lies with New York. Smith to Porter. A lot of contact. Shots no good and no foul. Surveys the floor. Locked in. Knocked loose. Knicks come away with it. Zach LaVine with a piece.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Hey, switch, I got him.
Knicks have it. Dennis Smith Jr. 3 for 3. That's a perfect start.
Ed, 2 years ago, I was sitting in the draft room absolutely shocked that Dennis Smith went at 9 in the draft. And when I think about this young man's game, he is just scratching the surface of what he can do. He finished tied for 4th among rookies in scoring last season, and I guarantee you his game is going to continuously go to different levels.
Chicago possession. Nothing going here on that drive.
Watch the cutter, man.
To Chris Dunn. Has a chance. Wide open look, won't go.
And as a shooter, this is when you start to second guess your shot. You've had 3 wide open shots that you just can't put through the net, but still, keep hunting your shot.
Gets it to go, and the foul.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Free throw up and good. Gives him a 2-point lead. Into the front court comes Smith. Looking to make something happen. Now ready for a couple of free throws.
That's actually not a bad move at all. You're applying more pressure on him by sending him to the line.
Dennis Smith Jr. has got 2 shots coming. For his career, 69% at the line. No good on the first, no good on the second. 0 for 2. Bulls with the basketball. Down the lane to lay it in.
So you're just going to let him go coast to coast like that?
Smith with it up top. The score 12-8. Here comes the screen.
Oh, you got to look around the screen. You feeling me? Shot up.
Short jumper off the mark.
Everybody took good. Everybody took good.
Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
To Dennis Smith Jr. Lets it fly from long range. His first effort off the mark. Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul. Now a whistle, and we'll get a timeout for the Knicks as they'll talk things over here in the first quarter. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions.
Go time is go time. Substitutions.
Smith to Payton. To Julius Randle. Oh, Carter with the rejection.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Alfred Payton tips it.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
To Wendell Carter. Oh, had him going there for a second. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
The free throw good as he completes the three-point play, and the lead is up to 9. Smith to Porter. 4-3. It's Carter with the rebound. Nothing going here on that drive. To Chris Dunn. Knocked loose. Knicks come away with it. From the outside, no good. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
New York in control of the basketball. To Porter. Smith to Payton. New York with 4 to shoot. Deep 2 there, won't go.
Hey, check up, let's go. Oh yeah, let's go. Shot me up.
Nice finish at the rim.
Showing you why he belongs here in this league with the best of the best. Efficient scoring out of the rookie here tonight.
Smith with the basketball. Trailing by 14. To Porter. Smith. Curling inside. Oh, he blocked it.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Leaves his man in the dust and finishes at the rim. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Smith to Payton. Fires the three. That's a forced shot from Elfrid Payton. Off the mark. From long range. That won't go. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Smith now into the front court. His guys down big. To Porter. Off the assist.
There's certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Levine. To Wendell Carter. Going to launch beyond the arc. That one off the mark. It's no good. Smith into the front court. Down a bundle. To Porter. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. And Otto Porter, no one in his zip code, knocks down the three.
Ooh, that confidence level is so superior. Whenever you start jogging back on defense before the ball even goes through the net, that speaks for itself.
Oh, he had him there for a second. Not big finish. Full head of steam that time.
Welcome to the league, young fella. But just because you got a bucket doesn't mean that you don't have to do your rookie chores after the game.
The possession lies with New York.
I'm here. I got ball.
Screen coming.
Right.
Sizing up the defense. Trying to cash in. Smith with a shot. It won't fall. To Levine. Beyond the arc for three. Pulled in by Porter. That's rebounded by Chicago. To Chris Dunn. Layup goes down. Well done.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Let's go. Pick him up.
Smith.
That's good.
To Porter. Can't miss those. And that's rebounded by Payton. Has a look. Otto Porter not looking pretty. 3 for 10.
Everything about Porter is so low-key. No social media, and he's one of the few high-caliber NBA players that manages to stay out of the public eye while producing at an elite level in a number of categories.
New York Knicks basketball. Knocked loose. The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
Smith to Julius Randle. Porter. Carter comes away with it. Yes, chance at a three-point play.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The ref spit, and that's the game.
Free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead. Payton into the front court. His guys should be able to get the final shot. Deep three at the buzzer. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Hello, everyone. I'm Jalen Rose, and this is your EA Sports Halftime Report. The Bulls have built a comfortable lead. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other score. All right, back to the second half. I'll see you after the game.
Rebound hauled in by New York. Knicks with the basketball. Smith now. Dennis Smith Jr. 4 out of 7.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Here comes the screen. That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
With the step back.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
To Zach LaVine. Zach LaVine doing what he does best.
Man, they are just continuing to pour it on. But the one thing we know about in this league, you have to make sure that you continue to play with energy because leads can evaporate quickly.
The screen sets him up for 2.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
Knocked loose. Knicks have it. Oh, emphatic slam.
And that is the sign of an unselfish team. When everybody in transition thinks they have a chance to get the ball because you have a willing passer, somebody willing to make other players on his team look great, that's only going to force your players to play that much harder on offense and give you more energy on the defensive end.
And look out.
Usually rookies allow themselves to get sped up because they're so hyped to play against the greats. But you got a different speed to your game. It's called poise.
Knocked loose. Done. For 3. And Randall right there to take in the rebound. Into the front court comes Smith. He'll run the offense. To Gortat. Has a chance. Missed it. He always has the green light, but the defense was ready.
I got him. Trap. Got him.
Add 2 points to the board.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Let's see what the Knicks can do here. To Julius Randle. Bulls come away with it. Take stock of the floor. Stuffs it down with authority.
Hey, look, this is a new wave. If a young cat catches you sleeping on the wrong night, it's definitely going to get 1 million+ views the next day.
To Porter. Trying to cash in. Yes, it drops. A little drama on that one.
From somebody who loved to score a lot himself. Defensively, if you are guarding me in a parallel position, I can have whatever.
Stuffs it down with authority.
Woo! This rookie is a high flyer. He brings that kind of pro-am vibe to the NBA, and it's fun to watch.
Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. To Chris Dunn. Julius Randle rejects it.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Stuffs it down with authority.
That's called a grown man play, Ed. Someone's trying to get featured on SportsCenter tonight.
I got ball.
Smith with it up top. Looking to make something happen. To Julius Randle. Big finish that time for Julius Randle. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Stuffs it down with authority.
He got through traffic with ease, but if you're going to fully collapse the defense, you're going to leave wide open 3-point shooters.
Smith to Julius Randle. Screen coming. Goes to the right side. Dennis Smith Jr. The Bulls with the rebound. Takes it coast to coast, and the strong finish at the rim.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Curling inside. Short jumper off the mark. Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul. Timeout here for the Knicks, as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this 3rd quarter. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Ntilikina, terrific vision. Marcus Morris, strong finish. Here on their home floor, they're chipping away.
I mean, does this crowd have a pulse? Are they even alive? Sometimes when you make a play like that, your crowd needs to get you back in this ball game.
Perfect feed to set up the basket.
There's some players out there that like the freedom of space, and then we have the anomalies. We have the players who feel comfortable being uncomfortable, and almost the physicality of the game centers them and puts them right on balance every time.
Here comes the screen. Cruises inside for 2.
Oh, don't see the read, be the read.
Bulls with the rock. To Young. Has a look. Shot by Markkanen, no good. Ntilikina with the basketball. Counting down toward a minute to play in this 3rd quarter. Able to convert inside.
Old school equals high percentage.
Frank Ntilikina snatching it out of the air.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Has a chance. Gets a look. Can't hit. Markkanen can't connect. Slams it down. And boy, that was a lot to navigate.
I'll tell you what, it's impressive to watch a young player this new to the NBA not be afraid to drive to the basket. Goes a long way in establishing your presence in the league.
Possession lies with New York. Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way. Whoa, what a finish.
These are missed opportunities. When a guy puts his head down, the help defender closest to the ball, you need to get your hand and scrape inside there. If he has his head down, he can't see you coming from the blind side.
Trying to cash in, he connects. Not the guy you think is going to beat you. Right down Broadway, 4-2.
You know that's easy. They can't guard you.
Third quarter comes to an end. It has been all Bulls. The Knicks to inbound here to start the fourth quarter, and they have really not shown up tonight. This has been a very disappointing performance.
I mean, they've been outplayed in every facet of the game. Shooting, rebounding, even taking care of the ball. Even the managers of the opposing team are running out there faster to clean up the floor than their managers are.
Chicago basketball. Oh, ferocious slam inside.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. Neely Keenan into the front court. His guys down big. Here comes the screen. To Julius Randle. Has a look. Knocks it down from mid-range.
I don't know what the point of you having a scouting report is if you don't utilize it. You're allowing him to get to positions on the floor where you know he feels most comfortable. Make it a challenge for him by making him do something uncomfortable.
Easy path to the rim.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Neely Keenan with the basketball. Down a bundle. Baseline drive. To the rim. Lays it up and in.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Fires the three, and he's fouled. Very close. Free throws coming up. Denzel Valentine. He's going to get 3 shots here. Shoots it at 75% for his career. It's the second. One more coming.
For the New York Knicks, number 6,
And he missed it. 2 for 3 on this trip. Almost. And he's not getting the call. Goes to the left side. Dunn. Pass to the rim. Lays it in off the alley-oop pass.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Randall to Marcus Morris. Oh, nice find for the basket.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
To Young. Gets it at the top of the key. Here's a chance from long range. Jay, he's shaking his head. The guilty party. He knows it's better to be lucky than good.
Or he knows it was just a really bad shot that just happened to go in. But sometimes when the basketball heavens drop a gift in your lap, you take it.
Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
You know, it reminds me, Ed, of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
The jab step opens up space to knock down the jumper.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Rocking the rim. At this point, they're twisting in the wind.
Were you looking for a response from me? Because I don't really know what else there is to even say. I mean, is this even a game? I mean, we should just start packing up and getting ready to go right now.
Looking for his man. Thaddeus Young. Small sample size, but making the most of it. He's 1 for 2.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Old school. Backs his man down for the basket. Now the Bulls will take the timeout as they'll make sure they're all on the same page here in the fourth quarter. Changes coming from both sides right now. It's Chicago ball. To Young. Oh, the touch at the rim. Counted.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Ntilikina to Gibson. Taj Gibson above the rim. Whoa, he got up there.
Just showing you that 40-inch vertical.
Curling inside. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
It can only be one of two things here. One, the defender ran out of gas. Or two, this dude is just unstoppable.
Screen coming. To Ntilikina. He throws it down.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
To Wendell Carter. Lets it fly from long range. That's off the side of the rim. Short. Tough make through traffic.
Man, I've seen this kid play with some grown men prior to making it to the league. As my old friend would say, same pan, same grease.
Knocked loose. Scooped up. Going the other way. To Young. Thaddeus Young. Quiet night, but 2 for 3 in the contest right now.
And I love when people are saying, well, he's not an exciting player. I don't need him to be exciting. I need him to be fundamentally sound.
Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way.
That's all she wrote. Dribble it out.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Ntilikina to Marcus Morris. Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way.
You better get back on D. This thing is not over.
Stuffs it down with authority.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Oh, you could sense that coming.
There is a premium market for players with that type of hand-eye coordination.
Turns and slams it down.
An easy 2. Get back on defense.
New York in control of the basketball to Julius Randle. Down to 5 on the 24 to Marcus Morris.
Oh, he sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive.
Defense. Defense, let's go.
Stuffs it down with authority. At this point, if it continues, it just may be good night, Irene.
And ooh, I like that Irene line.
There you go, Jay.
And sometimes as a player on the defensive end, Ed, you need to draw a line in the sand. You have to find a way to change the narrative because right now the constant theme has been too many easy buckets.
Jay, don't deny it. You're an old soul at heart.
Yeah, I still don't know who Irene is, though.
Me neither.
All right.
The possession lies with New York. Knocked loose. The Bulls take this one as they cruise to win a game that was never really in doubt. That does it. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
The Bulls were simply amazing in this contest. They did it with blocks, and they did it with steals. More to the point, they did it with excellent defense. They committed to the grind and got rewarded as a result. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Chicago Bulls. The Knicks are no longer suffering through what was a big-time blowout. And it's games like this where veteran players can be so important. They've been through these types of blowouts, and they know what it takes to keep a locker room united. Check out the leading scorers for the New York Knicks.
Game track. Defense. Player of the game.
Easy choice for player of the game. No one else made as big of an impact in this matchup.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have their off nights. Today was just one of those days for this guy. These are the top 3 plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
And here we've got the upcoming games for the New York Knicks. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. We look forward to seeing you again next time.